Using a HELOC, a home equity line of credit, to pay off your mortgage faster. How does this work and why does this work? Now, you might be guessing it has to do with lower interest rate or maybe how you make the payments on the HELOC is different. Well, neither are the factors as to how and why this concept works. So here in this video, I'm going to unravel the mystery behind how using a HELOC to pay off your mortgage could be faster, resulting in more interest savings. And in doing so, I'm gonna keep it as simple and easy to understand as possible. By the way, my name is Sam Kwak. I'm one half of the Kwak Brothers, serial entrepreneur, a certified financial education instructor. And I've been teaching this concept, the accelerated payoff concept, for nearly a decade. And I happen to be one of the first few YouTubers to have brought this concept very popular back in 2016. So my promise to you is that I'm gonna help you understand the accelerated payoff concept, AKA using a HELOC to pay off your mortgage faster so that you can save money and time, but also giving you the flexibility you need in your finances. So first, let's go and talk about how does this concept work in the first place, and then I'll explain as to why it works the way it does in terms of saving you money and interest. But before we begin, I do want to give you a disclaimer saying that this concept, the accelerated payoff concept, is not for everyone. Just like a diet program or an exercise program, it's not designed for everyone. And bear in mind that although I am a certified financial education instructor, I am not an attorney or a tax professional, so be sure to consult with a licensed professional when it comes to your matters with taxes, legal, or your finances. So here I have my whiteboard pulled up to show you visually to demonstrate how the accelerated payoff concept works. And just another reminder that this is just a visual demonstration to help you and aid you in understanding the concepts. So it's not a promise of a specific outcome. And again, the accelerated payoff strategy is and should not be everyone. So let's say here in this demonstration, we're working with a mortgage and it has a $300,000 balance. And we'll clearly label this as a mortgage. There we go. And assuming that we have sufficient amount of equity to do this, typically more than 20%, we would establish a home equity line of credit, also known as a HELOC. And let's say the limit we're able to secure based on the amount of equity that we have available on our home, let's say we're able to get a $50,000 limit. Now, just as a reminder, a home equity line of credit is an open revolving credit, which means it functions almost like your credit card in a way that you can borrow from it, pay it back, borrow from it, and pay it back. So when a bank gives you, let's say, a $50,000 line of credit limit, you don't have to use all $50,000. Just like a credit card, you can always borrow a portion of that and leave the remaining limit available when you need it and when you want to use it. So in the context of the accelerated payoff strategy, what we're going to do is we're going to borrow a portion of the home equity line of credit, say $25,000, and we're going to make a principal payment to the mortgage in such that the mortgage balance goes from $300,000 to $275,000, and from there we would have a balance on our line of credit of $25,000. Now, some people might look at that and go, well, Sam, we just created new debt. Well, no, not necessarily, because all we've done is transfer a portion of our mortgage debt into a HELOC debt. So really, we didn't incur more debt. We just simply transferred a part or a piece of what we have on our mortgage over to the HELOC, and I'll explain why in just one sec. And from there, what we're going to do is we're gonna go and take all of our paycheck, our income, and make a quote unquote deposit, technically a principal payment, into the HELOC. Now, you might be saying, well, Sam, that's ludicrous, that's insane. Why would we take our entire paycheck and put it in the HELOC? How are we gonna go ahead and buy our groceries and food and bills, etc.? Well, remember, the HELOC is an open revolving line of credit. That means you can borrow the money at any time in a matter of seconds. In fact, I have a line of credit myself, and the way that I borrow from my line of credit is simply go on my phone, open up my banking app, and simply initiate a transfer, and in just seconds, I have my funds in my checking account ready to go. Now, that's because my checking account and my line of credit are in the same banking institution. Therefore, there's not really a delay. But if you were to have a checking account and a line of credit separately in a different bank, there may be some time, 1 or 2 business days, or sometimes longer for the transfer to occur. So once I get that paycheck into my checking account, I am immediately making a principal payment into my HELOC in such that it is lowering my daily balance on my HELOC. And this is where we get into the why as to how the strategy works. But before I get into that, you might be asking, well, Sam, if we have a separate loan, a HELOC, and a mortgage, don't we now have two separate payments? Well, technically, yes, but the deposit that we're making into the HELOC with our paycheck constitutes as the payment itself. So it satisfies the minimum payment required by the bank. So technically, you don't have a separate obligation on top of the mortgage payment. And yes, you would continue making the mortgage payment because we certainly don't want to miss on those. And so thus far, what we've accomplished by taking the $25,000, borrowing it from the HELOC, and making a principal payment on our mortgage, what we've done is we've accelerated what's called the amortization on the mortgage. Meaning we've lowered the balance on our mortgage, which translates to less interest we pay moving forward. But because you're making equal payments every single month on your mortgage as part of the amortization schedule, more of your monthly payment is now going towards reducing the principal. And if you're not quite really sure about how the mortgage amortization works, this chart, really quickly, I'll draw this out, explains how a mortgage is paid down over time. So we have our 0-year mark, and assuming we have a 30 years, and let's say we're making a $1,000 payment, and we know that not all of our $1,000 payment is going towards to reduce the balance of the mortgage. A good chunk of your payment is going towards paying the interest. So this blue line right here, I'm going to draw, okay, represents the interest we pay, all right? And this red area, okay, represents the principal we pay in proportion to that of our monthly payment. Again, not all of our $1,000 payment in this example is going towards principal. A good chunk of that is going towards interest early on, typically in the first 5 to 10 years on your mortgage, depending on what your rate is. So if, let's say, at the start of the strategy, we are right here in this part of the amortization on our mortgage, by making a $25,000 principal payment against the mortgage, we're able to further accelerate. It's almost like time traveling into the future, where we might be closer to about here, where more of our payment out of the 1,000 is going towards principal balance, further reducing the balance, which means less interest incurred along the way. So we already know that by taking large sums of money and making a mortgage payment, that reduces the balance, which reduces the interest cost over time. But you might be asking, okay, what's the why as to why the HELOC is involved in the first place, and how does the HELOC get paid off as a way of saving more money and time for us? So now let's get into the why as to the HELOC being involved saves money and time. We have to understand the way the interest is calculated with a mortgage versus a line of credit, and there are differences. While both the mortgage and a HELOC uses simple interest calculation, what the interest is being calculated on is going to be different. On the mortgage side, the way that the bank calculates the interest, it uses ending monthly balance. So let me quickly demonstrate this in the most simplest way possible. Let's say we're working with a $10,000 starting mortgage balance. I know that's typically not realistic. Most mortgages are a lot higher, but we're gonna keep it a smaller amount for you to understand the core concept behind this. So $10,000 mortgage balance, 6% interest, and let's say at the middle of the month, we make a $1,000 principal payment to the mortgage, which subsequently lowers our balance to $9,000, and the bank would use that $9,000 ending balance to calculate the interest, which will be $45 of total interest. So the math behind that is 9,000 times 6% interest rate divided by 12, and that gives us our monthly total interest on the $9,000 balance. And the reason why I have the red X there towards the end of the month, that's to show that lenders typically have a cutoff date as to when you can make any extra payments to the mortgage to where it's going to affect the next month's interest costs. So if you were to make an additional payments here, here, and here, the banks will recognize that and calculate a new ending balance, and thus calculating the interest from there. And so this is where how the HELOC is different when it comes to the interest calculation. So this right here is how the interest is calculated with the home equity line of credit. We're gonna start with the same assumption as the mortgage example, $10,000 starting balance, 6% interest, and you'll notice that the ending balance is exactly the same, $9,000. So here's the ultimate why as to the accelerated payoff method, why it saves money and time. So like I showed you earlier, we're gonna take our entire paycheck, and assuming $5,000 is our entire paycheck, and we're gonna make a principal payment, right, a deposit into the line of credit. Now what that does is it lowers the balance from $10,000 to $5,000. Make sense? Now, the way that the line of credit calculates the interest is on the daily balance. So whatever the balance is on that day, interest is being calculated for that specific day as well. And so because the balance of our line of credit is $5,000, right, here and pretty much throughout the rest of the month, the interest being calculated is at 82 cents every single day of the month, as long as the balance stays at $5,000 on the line of credit. All the way until, let's say, towards the end of the month, we make a $4,000 draw for our groceries, gas, expenses, bills, you name it. And what that does, it increases the balance of our line of credit back to $9,000, subsequently also increasing our interest cost to $1.47. Now, I know some of you might be saying, well, Sam, that's unrealistic because no one pays for all their expenses in 1 month. I get that. Two things. One, I'm showing you the power of how your paycheck can affect something like a line of credit to save you money. Number two, a good way to delay any kind of withdrawal or borrowing of the line of credit is to simply use a credit card to take care of all your expenses, gas, food, groceries, your Costco runs. And at the very end of your statement period on your credit card, you just simply pay it off using the line of credit. To illustrate that, I'm showing and demonstrating a one-time $4,000 draw out of the line of credit to pay off the credit card so that we don't incur any interest cost on the credit card. Because yeah, quite frankly, I agree with Dave Ramsey, credit card interests are very, very, very expensive. So we want to avoid that as much as possible. But at the same time, we can take advantage of the mechanism of the credit card where we're not charged with interest until after the statement period is over if we don't make any payments on it. So to encapsulate all this, by taking our entire paycheck of $5,000 and putting in the line of credit, we lowered the daily balance down to $5,000 here in this example, and we're able to use a credit card for all of our expenses, groceries, diapers, you name it. And by the end of the statement period, the due date of the credit card, we use the line of credit, borrow from it $4,000, and pay off the credit card completely so that we don't owe any interest. And at the same time, we've delayed any kind of increase of our daily balance on the line of credit. Now, ideally, by doing it that way, you should really only have two transactions, one to put the money into the line of credit, and the second to take the money out of the line of credit towards the end of the month. So by doing it that way, instead of paying $45 of total interest on this month, we are able to lower our interest bill to $26.55. That's roughly about 40 to 45% of interest savings using the exact same amount of money that you have and the same exact ending balance. The ending balance is exactly the same, right? $9,000, right? Let me go back to the mortgage example one sec. Okay, you can see the exact same ending balance, $9,000, $10,000 starting balance, exact same interest rate, exactly the same amount as far as the principal balance reduction. But what goes on in between, right, from the beginning of the month to the end, and how we're able to lower the daily balance in such that it incurs a lower interest cost, that is the power and the engine behind the accelerated payoff strategy. That is how the HELOC is able to save us potentially more money and time than just the mortgage alone, or even perhaps making extra payments or biweekly payments to the mortgage alone. And so by using a HELOC and paying significantly less of an interest cost of, let's say, $26.55, the remainder that we didn't have to pay in terms of interest, that is further driving down the balance on our HELOC, which allows us to pay off the HELOC faster than what we would have on the mortgage, thus saving us both time and money by using this concept, the accelerated payoff concept. Now, just like what I explained earlier, should this concept be applied to everyone and anybody? No, right? Just like certain diet plans or nutritional plans, not everyone should be doing a certain diet plan or nutritional plan, right? Everyone has a different need, different goal, different makeup. And so this may or may not be for you depending on where you are financially in terms of your circumstances. And are there circumstances in which just doing extra payments to your mortgage might be better in terms of time saves and cost? Absolutely. And so I am not saying that this concept, this strategy is the end all be all when it comes to paying off your mortgage early. There are other strategies that might benefit you better than the accelerated payoff concept. Now, of course, here what we do at Accelerated Strategies and the Kwak brothers is we help individuals implement this concept easier with automations and tools and softwares and actual human interaction in case you need it. So it is a concept and a strategy that we do regularly advocate for, and we have plenty of free resources down below in the video description, including a free calculator where you could punch in your own numbers, your income, your mortgage information, and it will then spit out the potential estimate as to how much time and money you could potentially save using the accelerated payoff concept. So friends, that right there is how and why using a HELOC could help you save money and time when it comes to paying down your mortgage faster. Again, this concept is known as accelerated payoff concept and is designed to help you maximize your cash flow, take better control of your finances, and the best part is that it gives you flexibility, meaning that whenever there's a unexpected expense or an emergency, a life throws a curveball at you, right? The HELOC is there to be able to cover those emergencies because you're able to borrow funds from the HELOC up to the limit that you have to cover for those surprises, expenses that you didn't see coming. Or I've had instances where individuals unfortunately lost their job and thankfully they had a HELOC to then be able to borrow temporarily to sustain themselves until they were able to get a new job and they were essentially back on track in paying down their mortgage and their HELOC. So it's got more benefits than just saving money and time. It can certainly give you some extra security and protection in case there is an unexpected event when it comes to your financial situation. With that being said, my friends, I hope that this helped you understand the concept more clearly, and we have plenty of other videos to help you go even deeper. Free resources down below in the video description. And if you found this video to be extremely helpful, the biggest compliment you can give is to share this with your friends or coworkers, family, church member, whatever the case might be. Share it with your friends. Give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm and leave your questions and comments down below. And be sure to check out this video right here to continue your journey when it comes to your financial well-being. We'll see you in the next video.